Hey everyone, I'm back again doing another review today. Today I'll be reviewing one of the rarest Toygraph figures that was ever made. I think it's the first Toygraph figure that they ever done and one of the best Toygraph figures that was ever done by this company. It's the Godzilla figure 1954 with the diver figure. And here's the diver figure. Really cool figure. Pretty simple. Serizawa holds the oxygen destroyer. Has a suit sprayed in silver. Has a number 2 on his head. Have really nice boots on the bottom, which look really good. The great thing about this sculpt is very simple. The pants look realistic. And the arms, the shoulders, everything about it looks really realistic. It feels like it has a lot of weight to it because these old diver suits use these really heavy helmets that allow them to breathe underwater. These diver suits have like a line that goes up that's connected to the helmet that allows air to go into their system. That's what happens back then. If you have one of these diver helmets, they are worth a lot of money. Now, a real one, there's a lot of fake ones out there, but a real one is worth a lot of money. And they're very, very collectible by highly collectible people. And they like it really, really much. So if you do have one, or find one in a barn, or find one somewhere, you should get it checked out because I've seen some of them on Antique Roadshow. They're pretty expensive. So here's the diver figure. Let me move him to the side. And here's the Godzilla figure. I just recently got this Godzilla figure probably 3 months ago. And I paid pretty much penny for it because it's really hard to find. I haven't seen one for sale for a long time. Even on eBay. Move him to the back a little bit so you can see the legs. This Godzilla figure is a little different from all the other Godzilla figures that Toygraph make. It doesn't have these scales that this Godzilla figure has. The stomach is a little bigger. The head is a little bit bigger. And there's different kinds of spikes on his back. One thing that you'll notice that his spikes are glow in the dark. A little bit glow in the dark vinyl is coming out and there's black sprays on the side, which is a little different. And the second thing that you will notice also is the eyes has glow in the dark material too. The pupil doesn't have glow in the dark material is because it's color black. But the eyes, they glow too. So let me use my handy LED flashlight and turn off all the lights and show you how much it glows. So I'll brighten it up a little bit and I'll brighten up the eyes. That's how much it glows. And push it to the back a little bit so you can see it more better. Glows pretty much, right? Very cool figure. Love it very much. Just to tell you something about this figure, it's not released anymore, and they don't make it because this company went out of business a long time ago. And this figure was one of the hardest ones to find. You did see a couple of them pop up in 2014, 2013, but in 2016 or 2015 even, I have never seen one pop up. So very hard to get. And if you do see one, buy it quickly because it's well worth the money. Because this is probably the first Toygraph figure that was ever created. So it's really hard to get. It took me almost, how many years? 15 years to get one. I've been dying to buy one of these, but I have never really kept on looking that much as I'm supposed to. But I have been looking, but I never got a chance to get it. And I did get outbid one time because it was going for an insane amount of money, and I didn't have the money to pay for that price. The price that I was going for on the auction on eBay was like $600, and the people were still bidding higher than that. And I was like, forget it. I couldn't compete with them because I didn't have the money to buy it at that price. It's just too expensive. But if you do find one now, buy it immediately. Even under $600, I mean, get it, because this figure is really hard to get. Let me talk a little bit about this figure. It's really weird looking because it doesn't really look like Godzilla 1954. It's kind of like their own recreation of the figure. Godzilla is very, very, very nicely proportioned. His hands are really nicely sculpted, and their feet is really nicely sculpted. The one thing really good about this figure is the fins. It looks really good, especially at night. It glows in the dark, which you saw at first. The head's sculpted pretty big, but it's pretty detailed. Let me talk about the articulation of this figure. Whoops, I moved the camera. The head rotates left and right a little bit. The arms rotate 360, but does not go all the way to the back. The legs rotate up and down a little bit, but does not rotate 360. It's probably because the vinyl is very thick, and the vinyl inside cannot rotate completely. The vinyl of this figure is very, very hard. It's not like some other vinyls that Toygraph release their toys in. So it's a little bit different than the normal vinyls. Yeah, that's pretty much a bit about this figure. Also, the hands are sculpted really nice too. They're sculpted really nice. I like how the hands are sculpted. Has a gold spray on this. There's like three versions of this. There's a version where the diver figure is glow in the dark, and there's another version. I forgot what was that called. I mean, not what it was called, but what version it was. Some of the diver look a little different. Some of them look very similar to this one, but with a different color. But even the diver figures are expensive. I recently seen one online that went over $200, and that's just for a vinyl figure that is this small. So it's pretty rare. So I was wondering how much this figure will go for. Probably a lot more than usually. But it's going to be really hard for me to sell it because this is one of my favorite figures. And I do collect Toygraph a lot. And it's really hard for me to sell it. Especially on both of these sets. I do like the Gamma figure, and I like the Mizari figure, and I like the Super Robot figure, which I like a lot. But probably the most important figure in my collection, in my Toygraph collections, is my Space Troopers. I think the Space Troopers beat out this Godzilla figure. And I like the Space Troopers even more than the Godzilla figures because they're something that I like because they are UFO related, aliens related, and I like that a lot. I like that stuff a lot. Anyway, if you guys have any of these figures or have this figure, leave it in the comments. Tell me how you like it. I like this figure. If you do collect Toygraph Space Troopers, leave some comments of what kind of toys that you have, what collection do you have. I did see that someone did post it, a 5 trooper pack on eBay for $500. That's like $100 for each trooper. That's a really rare piece. I don't have the money to pay for that amount of Space Trooper. That's just too much money for me. I do not have that set at all. But I'm not going to pay $500 for that set. It's just crazy. Too expensive. I'm not rich. I'm just a toy collector. I have a regular job, and that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. I'm not no CEO or anything. Just a regular guy collecting toys, building model kits, and doing some stuff on the side. That's pretty much it for this review. If you want me to review some other toys that you're interested in, leave on the comments. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.